Xbox Live's been around for something like a little over 20 years now, and I know I've been a member of it since like a year after it came out, and it's a little sad to hear the news today that Microsoft's officially killing Xbox Live. And yes, using the word killing is a little bit misleading. They're actually just changing over to new branding, so really Xbox Live's going into its cocoon, and on September 14th it'll emerge as a beautiful butterfly known as Game Pass Core. And you may ask, well, what does this mean for me? Well, it's really only affecting people who are Xbox Live members. If you have a Game Pass Ultimate subscription, nothing's going to change for you at all. But if you have Xbox Live, the price won't increase. It's still going to be $10 a month when you pay monthly and $60 a year when you pay for the year. Now, one of the biggest changes here is that Microsoft's getting rid of the Xbox Games for Gold feature. Now, if you're not familiar with Games for Gold, if you have Xbox Live Gold, which is the membership that's changing, you would get 2 free games per month that you keep as long as you're still subscribed to the service. So that's going away, and you get to still keep the games that you've already redeemed on Games for Gold as long as you keep paying for the Game Pass subscription. Now, what's going in place of Games for Gold is basically a list of 25 games off of the Game Pass list that you can install and play as if you had Game Pass Ultimate. And I'll throw the list up on the screen here, and it's a ton of great games. I'm not going to list them all because there's just so many, but there's like games like Fallout 4, Fallout 76, and a bunch of other really great titles. And of course, with this news, Microsoft released this not at all confusing diagram about how everything's supposed to work, which has Game Pass Core all the way on the left, showing that it includes online console multiplayer, that catalog of 25 games that I mentioned, and the membership deals and discounts that you were already getting through Xbox Live. Now, this is, again, $9.99 a month if you're paying monthly, $60 for the entire year when you pay up front. But then there's Game Pass Console, which I believe was originally called Xbox Game Pass, and I don't know if they're still using that name. They might kind of swap it back and forth, but Game Pass Console has kind of a unique situation. Now, it has the full library of Game Pass games. New games on day one, so when you see these announcements, they're like, oh, it's a Game Pass day one game. That's those, you get those. What I didn't realize, and what I found out later, was that Game Pass Console never had online multiplayer. In fact, if you had Xbox Game Pass or Game Pass Console, you had to also have Xbox Live. Now, I didn't realize that because when Game Pass was announced and came out, I started paying for Game Pass Ultimate because I wanted the PC games and the cloud play. What I didn't realize is that the online play is not available through Game Pass Console, but it is available through the Core and the Ultimate. So this kind of feels weird, right? So you get Game Pass Core, which has online play in a few games, but if you want the full library of games, you would then have to also subscribe to Game Pass Console, which would be like $22 a month. Or if you're paying up front, that's $60 a year plus $11 a month, which kind of turns out to be the same price. So I'm thinking with the way this is set up, it feels like they're kind of trying to push everyone towards getting Game Pass Ultimate. Yeah, so that's the diagram. That's the information that we were given. I'm sure we'll probably get some more information when it gets closer to September 14th. From what I understand, the Games for Gold is closing out on September 1st, so there won't be any Games for Gold for September at all. And then once September 14th hits, your subscription will automatically switch over, and you'll get access to that 25 games list. And what do you think about this change? Do you think this is a good thing? Do you think this is a bad thing? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Now, I'm going to be following all the Xbox news, so go ahead and click on my face here if you want to subscribe to this channel. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next one.